First tonight, Biden's border crisis, it is causing chaos across the entire country, including in the heart of New York City's Times Square, where a mob of illegal immigrants were caught in a very disturbing video. Look at this. Saturday night, beating up New York City police officers. You can see it right there. 4 suspects, they were arrested. They were charged with assault, but according to sources, they were reportedly released back onto the streets without bail. Of course, New York City and New York State's no bail laws. Think about this for a second. No bail for a mob of people beating up cops. Also tonight, the New York Post is reporting that illegal immigrants are now forming pickpocketing crews in the Big Apple, causing new headaches for an already strained NYPD. They have more people leaving than they've ever had in history. As we have been reporting on the show, the illegal immigrant crisis, it is no longer impacting just states along the border. Every state is now a border state. It has now reached every corner of our country. It is wreaking havoc on our biggest cities and even small towns. And sadly, all of it was preventable. This is all a direct result of Joe Biden's failures, his dereliction of duty, his unwillingness to enforce the law and uphold his oath to our Constitution. And by the way, this is the administration that inherited what was the most secure border in U.S. history. But Joe has worked to undo every single Trump-era policy that worked. And on day one, by the way, it was Biden. He signed the executive orders that revoked Trump's efforts to exclude illegal immigrants from the sentence. He strengthened DACA. He canceled Trump's interior enforcement rule. He halted border wall construction. He ended the Remain in Mexico policy. And he let Title 42 expire, among other things. It's time for Joe now to simply, he did all that with the stroke of a pen. Well, one more stroke of the pen, he can reinstate the Trump policies that secured our border in the first place. This is now a clear matter of national security. Stop saying Congress needs to do this. You're the one that undid it. You're the one that can fix it yourself. But he doesn't want to do it. Thousands of illegal immigrants pouring in from some of our biggest adversaries, thousands from Afghanistan and Egypt, hundreds from Iran and Syria, tens of thousands from Russia and China. And here are the questions that no one seems to be asking. Why are they coming from those long distances to get to our southern border? Why are we allowing them to do so? And as I've been warning, I would say with almost 100% certainty, and again, I pray I'm wrong. I pray to God I'm wrong. The terrorists are taking advantage of Joe's open borders, and there are terror cells likely in this country plotting, planning, scheming an attack against our homeland. And the blame for that will lie squarely on the shoulders of Joe Biden. But things are only getting worse. Once again, according to brand new CBP data, well, the record for illegal immigrants entering our country, that was shattered in the month of December, for that 1 month ago, with an astounding 371,000 encounters. But that did not stop Biden from telling reporters yesterday, yeah, I did all I can to secure the border. You did all you could to open the border. That's as big a lie as him telling us for 3 years, the border's closed, the border's secure, the border's closed, the border's secure. Here's a quick reminder.
Sounds to most folks like a crisis.
Well, look, it's way down now. We've now gotten control.
Precisely that. The border is closed.
Nor could I have been clearer and continue to be so, which is the border is closed.
The United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure our border.
The border, we are working to make the border more secure.
You're confident this border is secure?
We have a secure border in that is a priority for any nation, including ours and our administration.
We agree that the border is secure.
They're all just flat out lying to all of us. Biden now changing his tune and saying, Congress needs to pass a bill. That'll secure the border. Joe says he will let in, a few thousand illegal immigrants every single day. That's not a closed border. That's insane. There should be zero. Joe doesn't need Congress to do his job. Joe can reinstate the policies that worked under the last administration with a stroke of a pen, just like he rescinded them with a stroke of a pen. Here's Donald Trump from earlier today. Take a look.
You have the right to close up your border. You don't need bills that complicate it and make it
to a level that nobody's going to be able to do it. And the minimum was 5,000 people a day, if that can be right. It's hard to believe that that can be right, but they were negotiating to allow 5,000 people a day. That's a tremendous amount. Nobody wants to have that happen to our country, and they're still not going to know where they're coming from. Right now, we have no idea who these people are that are pouring into our countries.
Is anyone really surprised things have gotten this far out of control? Remember, in 2020, it was Biden repeatedly promising to halt deportations in his first 100 days and only deport illegal immigrants who have committed a felony on our soil. You might remember this. Take a look.
Should someone who is here without documents, and that is his only offense, should that person be deported?
That person should not be the focus of deportation. We should fundamentally change the way we deal with things.
What exact changes would you bring to ICE as an agency?
I would hold ICE agents accountable if, in fact, they stepped over my executive order. You only arrest for the purpose of dealing with a felony that's committed, and I don't count drunk driving as a felony. I will send to the desk immediately a bill that requires for access to citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks, number one. Number two, in the first 100 days of my administration, no one will be deported at all. From that point on, the only deportations that will take place are commissions of felonies in the United States of America.
So to be clear, only felons get deported and everyone else has to stay?
Yes. Nobody, and some of you are going to get mad at me with this, but nobody is going to be deported in my first 100 days until we get through the point that we find out the only rationale for deportation will be whether or not you've committed a felony while in the country.
Side note, do you notice the significant cognitive decline now? Do you see how dramatic it's been? Let me be clear as it relates to the border. The situation there is the direct result of Biden's dereliction of duty. It is a major national security crisis. It is a clear and present danger. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.